Have you ever rented an apartment, only to discover a room that wasn't on the floor plan? A room that shouldn't even exist? This is the story of Alex, a young man who found one. It all started in 2016, in a quiet city somewhere in Eastern Europe. Alex, a student on a tight budget, found a cheap apartment that seemed almost too good to be true. It was old, a bit run down, but it was his. After moving in, he noticed something strange. The layout felt off. The floor plan showed a solid wall in the corner of his bedroom, but the actual wall seemed to jut out, creating a small, awkward space. He brushed it off, thinking it was just a poorly designed storage nook or a quirk of the old building. He had no idea how wrong he was. For a few weeks, life was normal, but the feeling that something was amiss never quite went away. One night, while rearranging his furniture, he accidentally leaned his full weight against that strange corner wall, and it moved. Not a lot, just a slight give. His heart pounded. He pushed again, harder this time. With a low groan, a section of the wall swung inward, revealing a perfectly concealed door, painted and textured to blend in seamlessly. He stood there, staring into the darkness behind it. Hesitantly, he fumbled for his phone's flashlight and stepped through. The air inside was cold and musty. It was a tiny windowless room, completely bare except for three things: a simple wooden table, a single chair facing the door, and a large, ornate mirror on the back wall. There was nothing else. No dust, no cobwebs. It was unnervingly clean. That's when he noticed a mirror. It wasn't reflecting the room properly. As he stared into it, he saw something that made his blood run cold. In the reflection, a shadowy figure was sitting in the chair. But when he spun around, the chair in the real room was empty. He looked back at the mirror. The figure was gone. Shaken, Alex backed out and shut the hidden door, his mind racing. Was he just seeing things? A trick of the light? He tried to forget it, but the image was seared into his memory. He couldn't stay away. The next night, he opened the door again. This time, there was something new. A small, leather-bound notebook sat on the table. He was certain it wasn't there before. He opened it. The pages were filled with strange, spidery handwriting, detailing events from decades ago, long before he was born. But the last entry was different. It described, in chilling detail, a conversation Alex had with his mother on the phone just that morning. It was word for word. He slammed the notebook shut, his hands trembling. How was this possible? Night after night, the room changed. One day, a single, unlit candle appeared. Another, a stack of unsettling charcoal drawings of a face he didn't recognize. The notebook continued to fill with predictions. Small things at first: a delayed train, a surprise test in class. Then they got more specific, more personnel. He started to feel like he was being watched, studied. One evening, he looked in the mirror and saw his own reflection. It smiled at him, a wide, unnerving grin, even though his own face was frozen in fear. That was the last straw. In a fit of terror, he grabbed the chair and smashed it against the mirror. It shattered into 1,000 pieces. Relieved, he left the room, determined never to enter again. The next day, his curiosity got the better of him. He opened the door. The mirror was back on the wall, completely intact, without a single crack. The broken chair was gone. The strangeness began to bleed into the rest of his life. His neighbors started complaining, asking him to keep the noise down at night. They said they heard voices, whispers, coming from his apartment when he wasn't even home. The lights in his building would flicker violently whenever he even thought about the hidden room. He called the police, the landlord, the building management. They all came. They all looked, but no one could find the room. The blueprints confirmed it. The space didn't exist. It was just a solid wall. Alex was losing his mind. So many questions remained unanswered. Who built this impossible room? And for what purpose? Was the mirror a portal to another dimension? Or was it a prison for something else? Who was writing in the notebook? Was it a ghost? A previous tenant? Or something far more sinister watching him from the other side of the glass? Alex knew he couldn't stay. He broke his lease and moved out, leaving the city and trying to leave the memory of that room behind. For years, he thought he had. Until last week, a postcard arrived at his new address, hundreds of miles away. It was a grainy photo of the little room, the table, the chair, and the mirror. On the back, a single sentence was scrolled. "We miss you. Some rooms aren't meant to be found. They're meant to find you." Do you want to know what happens when you answer a door that was never knocked? Subscribe to VOID XS and let's find out together.